Hey there, Queen. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you're expecting or navigating the early stages of motherhood, you're in the right place. This space is all about creating a supportive, warm community for pregnant women and first-time moms like you. I created Motherhood Journey because I know how overwhelming and isolating this whole experience can feel sometimes. When I was pregnant with my first, I had so many questions, so many concerns, and honestly, I just wished I had a place to go where I could talk openly and honestly with others who really understood. That's exactly what I want this channel to be, a safe space where you can come for advice, support, a little bit of humor, and a lot of understanding. Whether you're dealing with morning sickness, sleepless nights, or just the everyday uncertainties of becoming a new mom, know that you are not alone. And I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, because joining this community means you're not just getting tips and tricks, you're also becoming part of something much bigger. I want to hear your stories, your questions, and your experiences. Together, we can make this motherhood journey a little less daunting, a lot more joyful, and absolutely full of love and support. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into what you can expect here on the channel. Now that you know a little about why this channel exists, let me walk you through what you can expect from it. This is your go-to place for everything related to pregnancy and early motherhood. Whether you're expecting your first little one or just need a little refresher, I've got you covered. First, we'll talk about pregnancy tips and advice, everything from those early signs of pregnancy to navigating each trimester, the good, the bad, and everything in between. We'll discuss baby care essentials, because, let's face it, no one hands you a manual when your little one arrives. You can expect practical advice on everything from diapering to feeding, from sleep routines to creating that perfect nursery. But here's the thing, becoming a mom isn't just about caring for your baby, it's also about taking care of yourself, mentally and physically. We'll also dive deep into self-care, and mental health for moms, which is something I cannot stress enough. It's easy to forget about yourself when you're focused on your little one, but trust me, Mama, you deserve to take care of yourself, too. You can expect a range of videos, some will be weekly tips, others will be daily reflections, and we'll also do regular Q&A sessions where I answer your burning questions. But here's my promise to you, this channel will always be a judgment-free zone. I don't care if you're co-sleeping or using formula or if your baby is exclusively breastfed or on solids earlier than most. We're here to share, to learn, and to support each other. So don't ever feel like you have to do it all perfectly because no one does. Let's learn together and build a community that truly feels like family. Now, let's talk about the heart of this channel, the community. It's so important to feel like you have a group of people who understand what you're going through, who are at the same stage of life, or have been through it already. One thing I've learned in my own journey is that there's power in connection. Whether it's swapping stories about pregnancy cravings, sleepless nights, or finding out what really worked for postpartum recovery, the more we share, the more we support one another. I want this to be a place where you can share your experiences openly, ask questions without feeling judged, and get advice that's grounded in reality. This is where you come for the real talk, the good, the bad, and the hilarious moments that come with motherhood. We'll be making use of the comments section as a space to exchange stories, where you can share how you're feeling, ask for advice, or offer your own tips. You can even ask me questions directly about anything you're going through. I also encourage you to share the topics you want me to cover. If there's something specific you're struggling with or curious about, drop it in the comments, because this channel is all about you. I want to give you the content that's most helpful to your journey, and the only way to do that is by hearing from you. So let's keep this conversation going. You're not in this alone, and we're all here to cheer each other on. Let's talk about what's coming up on the channel, because I'm so excited to share what we've got planned. If you're in your first trimester, or you know someone who is, we're going to have an entire series on first trimester survival tips. I'll be sharing everything from managing nausea to dealing with fatigue, and how to find a little peace during what can feel like a whirlwind. We're also going to talk about baby registries, because if you're like I was with my first baby, I had no idea where to even begin. Don't worry, I've got your back with a list of must-haves, including some items I wish I had known about earlier. And then, of course, we'll tackle postpartum recovery, because let's be real, no one talks enough about how hard it is to recover after giving birth. I'm going to walk you through what worked for me and share some expert tips on how to recover physically and emotionally. And let's not forget about those newborn milestones. We'll discuss fun activities and things to look forward to as your little one grows. I want this content to be as practical, relatable, and helpful as possible. This isn't about showing you a perfect picture of motherhood, it's about giving you real, down-to-earth advice that you can actually use in your day-to-day life. So stay tuned, because there's so much more coming your way. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the first trimester. This is where it all begins, and I know it can be a bit overwhelming, so I want to walk you through what you can expect. First of all, if you're feeling a little nauseous, tired, or just off, you're not alone. I remember feeling like I was constantly running on empty with both of my pregnancies. The first trimester can be tough with symptoms like morning sickness, which is not just in the morning, fatigue, and heightened emotions. And it's completely normal to feel all over the place. The good news is that there are things you can do to ease those symptoms. I'm going to share some tips on how to manage nausea, what helped me stay energized, and how to handle the emotional roller coaster. I can't stress enough how important it is to take your prenatal vitamins and keep those doctor appointments. I know it's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but those vitamins are crucial for your baby's development, and your doctor will help you navigate the ups and downs of this early phase. Trust me, I learned the hard way that your health matters, too. Another thing we'll touch on is emotional changes. If you're feeling a little extra sensitive, that's completely normal. I'll share a few personal stories about how I handled my own emotional shifts and how I found comfort in understanding that my feelings were part of the process. I want to make sure you have all the tools you need to stay healthy and positive through these early months, because while it's a whirlwind, it's also such a special time. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this: you are not alone. Whatever you're going through right now, whether it's the stress of pregnancy or the chaos of a new baby, remember that every step, no matter how small, is progress. Being a mom is tough, but it's also one of the most beautiful, transformative experiences of your life. You are doing an amazing job, and it's okay to have tough days. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because I'm here for you every step of the way. Let's build a community that supports and uplifts each other. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to connect with you in the next video. And remember, you're doing great, Mama. Take it one day at a time, and we'll tackle this journey together. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one thing you've been struggling with in your pregnancy or early motherhood journey? Or maybe you have some tips or funny stories to share that could help someone else? Either way, let's chat. And stay tuned for our next video.